We all saw it posted yesterday all over our social media pages. Cassie filed a lawsuit in New York City against Diddy.
Yikes.
She's claiming she was stuck in a decade-long cycle of abuse.
The rumors are that Diddy was running some kind of Epstein-type deal where he was filming everybody, right?
That's the rumors. Yeah, I don't know that there's any proof or anything other than that.
In the ever-twisting realm of Hollywood scandals and celebrity intrigue, few narratives are as explosive as the feud between Katt Williams and scene Diddy Combs. This conflict transcends mere words or petty disagreements. It's a long-standing battle that has simmered for years, culminating in one of the most astonishing confrontations the industry has ever witnessed. This drama is laden with dark allegations, shocking revelations, and a high-stakes power struggle that may run deeper than anyone ever anticipated. So what's truly happening behind the scenes, and why does it seem like Katt Williams is the one holding all the evidence? Let's delve into the scandal that's captivating everyone's attention.
Now you got the Diddy situation where he jumps on a private jet, they say yesterday, and is on his way to the Cape Verde Islands.
Diddy, the legendary music mogul behind some of the biggest names in hip-hop, has long been accustomed to controversy. Over the years, he has managed to sidestep allegations of corruption and betrayal, consistently emerging unscathed, regardless of how deep the rumors ran. However, everything changed dramatically when Diddy was arrested, and the startling charges leveled against him sent shockwaves throughout the entire industry. This was not merely another sensational headline. It was a significant development that appeared to validate the long-held suspicions surrounding Diddy's involvement in more sinister activities.
That clearly there is a criminal investigation underway and that they believe that there would be evidence of crimes in one or both of these homes.
When news of Diddy's arrest broke, it left many stunned. The once untouchable mogul, famous for his charismatic smile and larger-than-life persona, was now facing serious accusations that threatened to dismantle his reign over the music industry. It was a scandal that seemed to emerge from nowhere, but for those who had been closely following the situation, Diddy's downfall was not unexpected. Katt Williams, the outspoken comedian known for uncovering Hollywood's most shocking secrets, had been sounding the alarm for years. With Diddy's arrest, everything Katt had warned about was beginning to fall into place.
All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way.
Katt Williams has always been the fearless voice willing to confront uncomfortable truths, even if it makes the powerful uneasy. While many celebrities opt for caution, worried about damaging their careers or burning bridges, Katt has consistently stood firm against those he believes are corrupting the industry. Diddy has been at the top of his list for years, with Katt accusing the music mogul of engaging in seriously questionable behavior and portraying him as a man who wields his power and influence to manipulate those around him. However, it was only recently that Katt's warnings started to resonate more deeply with the public.
And people get caught up in the illusion of Hollywood. People really get caught up in this.
Katt first began to draw attention years ago when he publicly revealed that he had declined invitations to Diddy's notorious parties. Initially, many dismissed this as just another one of Katt's outlandish statements, typical of his penchant for shocking his audience. However, as time passed, it became evident that there was more substance to his remarks than mere comedy. Katt wasn't merely referring to typical gatherings. He was sounding the alarm about the troubling activities that transpire behind the velvet ropes, alluding to things that would give even the most seasoned Hollywood insiders pause.
Well, if he really was filming everybody, I mean, he had a lot of people at those parties, right?
According to Katt, these parties weren't merely extravagant. They were the heart of something far more sinister. He went so far as to allege that Diddy attempted to entice him into these gatherings, but true to his character, Katt refused to go along with it.
But when African Americans make it and they get to the top, they try to help other people, but they don't really take care.
In an interview with Shannon Sharpe on the Asterisk Club Shay Asterisk podcast, Katt Williams didn't mince words. He revealed that Diddy had been attempting to draw him into this clandestine world for years, offering substantial sums of money in return for Katt's silence and involvement. However, Katt, who has always valued his integrity, firmly declined the offers.
I can't win over there because I don't play. I don't participate. Like, you can't buy me, not because I'm not for sale. You can't buy me because I'm not in the store.
Katt Williams had no interest in the wealth, fame, or connections that could come from associating with Diddy and his inner circle. For him, it wasn't worth compromising his dignity. I've had to turn down $50 million 4 times just to protect my integrity and that virgin hole I was telling you about, he shared during the podcast, chuckling at the ridiculousness of it all. Because P. Diddy be wanting to party, and you gotta tell him no. His words held a significance that transcended mere humor. This was Katt making a serious statement, one that resonated even more as new details emerged about Diddy's unraveling.
Do you believe Diddy is a dangerous person?
Yes.
For those who have followed Katt Williams' career, his readiness to confront Diddy isn't surprising. He has never backed down from controversial subjects, whether they involve Hollywood's hidden truths or the music industry's murky dealings. In fact, Katt has established his reputation as the outspoken figure who dares to say what others are too afraid to voice. However, it's not just about being provocative. It's about shedding light on an industry that flourishes on secrecy. Despite his eccentricities, Katt has dedicated himself to revealing those concealed truths.
Replete with very, very serious and salacious allegations, including allegations that Combs had cameras throughout his home.
So why has Katt Williams been so intensely focused on Diddy? It goes beyond just the parties or the whispers circulating behind closed doors. It touches on something much deeper. To Katt, Diddy symbolizes everything that is wrong with Hollywood, a realm where power is held by a select few who will go to great lengths to keep their secrets hidden. Over time, Katt's allegations against Diddy have grown more severe, claiming that the music mogul serves as a puppet for even more powerful figures lurking in the shadows. Individuals who orchestrate events without ever stepping into the limelight. In Katt's view, Diddy isn't the mastermind. He's merely a pawn in a much larger game, one rife with manipulation, control, and exploitation.
And in this lawsuit, he claims that essentially P. Diddy was the Epstein of the rap.
In one of his recent tirades, Katt Williams suggested that Diddy's downfall was unavoidable, predicting that 2024 would be the year when all these hidden truths would emerge. All these big players are catching hell, he stated, referring not only to Diddy but also to other prominent figures in the industry. It's up for all of them. It doesn't matter who you are.
You know, I think in federal court and for these charges, they would say it's routine, but in the public realm, this is very significant, just from who we associate Diddy being and everything we've seen him do over the decades. Like you said, this is quite the downfall to go from, I mean, we saw the mansions back in March that were raided by the feds. So to go from living in those mansions to being in a jail cell right now.
While the public may have once dismissed Katt Williams' claims as mere theatrics from a comedian known for his dramatic flair, Diddy's recent arrest and the disturbing details that followed are prompting people to take notice. Katt's assertions were not just wild accusations. He has been sounding the alarm about this corrupt system for years. Now, it appears that the truth is finally catching up to those who believed they were above accountability.
And Stacey, you say today's indictment reads like a mob indictment. What was most shocking to you of all these allegations?
Yeah, the fact, Jake, that the government in this indictment presented evidence alleging that Sean Combs was running a criminal enterprise.
One of the most shocking allegations Katt has made against Diddy transcends typical gossip and speculation. He claims that Diddy not only attempted to bring him into his inner circle, but may have also sought to silence him for...
Are you not afraid about being blackballed again? These are some power people.
What do you mean again? These people are not powerful. Satan can't create anything.
There has been much speculation regarding whether Katt's candid demeanor has made him a target for powerful figures, particularly Diddy, who has been associated with dangerously questionable behavior. Although there is no definitive evidence that Diddy ever directly threatened Katt, The comedian has suggested that he has encountered genuine risks for his outspoken stance. With Diddy's recent legal issues, it's difficult not to question if there's more to this narrative than what appears on the surface.
Now, if the government is going to mandate that they are responsible for your well-being, they have to ensure the safety of your well-being.
Katt continues to prioritize his safety and well-being, yet he remains undeterred in the face of potential risks. In fact, he has intensified his accusations, not only targeting Diddy but also condemning the entire system that enables individuals like him to flourish. By doing so, Katt has positioned himself as one of the few in Hollywood willing to stand up against corruption, regardless of the consequences. He has made it clear that he is unfazed by potential backlash and is solely focused on revealing the truth. However, his boldness has not come without repercussions. He has been blacklisted from certain circles, ostracized by former friends, and criticized by those who believe he's merely seeking attention. Nevertheless, Katt remains committed to his goal of exposing the pervasive corruption in Hollywood, and as more details come to light, it seems the facts are starting to align with his assertion.
If there's brilliance in that, then I'm appreciative to that, and I'm trying to be a brilliant person, not a brilliant comedian.
For years, Diddy was regarded as an untouchable, larger-than-life figure with the world at his feet. However, as more details surface regarding his alleged involvement in shady dealings, it's becoming evident that his empire rests on a precarious foundation. Katt, ever the truth-teller, was among the first to highlight this issue. He has consistently pointed out that Diddy's power doesn't stem from his talent or business savvy, but rather from his skill in manipulating those around him. With the pressure mounting on Diddy, it appears that Katt's warnings were more prescient than anyone could have anticipated.
And I remember, I don't know if you know what his voice sounds like, but I felt like I was in the presence of his monster inside.
For many years, Diddy was viewed as an invincible figure in the industry, seemingly possessing everything he could ever want. Yet, as troubling details about his alleged involvement in dubious activities continue to emerge, it's becoming clear that his empire is built on a fragile base. Katt, known for speaking out boldly, was one of the first to recognize this reality. He has repeatedly emphasized that Diddy's influence does not come from his artistic talent or business skills, but rather from his ability to manipulate those in his orbit. As the pressure on Diddy intensifies, it seems that Katt's insights were more foresighted than anyone initially realized.
Is that I'm quite likely to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help me God.
While some may find Katt's assertions hard to accept, they align with his broader narrative regarding the concealed power structures at play in Hollywood. He argues that figures like Diddy and Harvey are not just celebrities, but part of a much larger system designed to maintain control for the wealthy while keeping the rest of us in the dark. This bold truth-telling has made Katt both a hero and an outcast in the industry. On one hand, he is viewed as one of the few willing to expose the injustices he's encountered. On the other, his outspoken nature has turned him into a target, with many dismissing his claims as the rants of a disgruntled individual sidelined by the industry. Regardless of whether you believe Katt, it's clear that his comments have a way of unsettling those he criticizes.
Now, so what is next? Is he going to be in jail in this facility until the trial begins? Is there a chance he could, get moved earlier than that? As of this moment, as of this hour, as of today, yes. But of course, as I mentioned earlier, they're going to be appealing this thing next to the Second U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals to overturn the judge's order here to try and get him actually released.
As Katt continues to illuminate the shadowy aspects of Hollywood, it's becoming increasingly evident that Diddy's legal issues are merely the surface of a much larger problem. This isn't solely about one man's fall from grace. It's about a system that has permitted individuals like Diddy to flourish for far too long. Katt has repeatedly emphasized the necessity of exposing this system, no matter how uncomfortable the truth may be. Diddy is not the first celebrity to face such allegations in Hollywood, nor will he be the last. To grasp the full extent of the issue, it's crucial to view Diddy's actions within the context of a more pervasive culture of power control, and exploitation that has thrived in the entertainment industry for decades. Diddy's name continues to surface as a key player in this troubling narrative, highlighting the systemic issues at play.
And clients describe NBC as hell, as the worst conditions they've been in.
To understand the context of Diddy's current legal troubles, it's essential to recognize that they didn't emerge in a vacuum. There's a long-standing history of allegations and rumors surrounding him. These accusations delve far deeper than his parties, music, and lavish lifestyle, revealing a more sinister portrait of a man accused of using his power to manipulate and harm those around him. For years, Diddy has been linked to controlling and exploitative behavior, with one of the most shocking claims coming from his former partner, Cassie Ventura. Her lawsuit sent shockwaves through the industry as she detailed a disturbing relationship characterized by manipulation, coercion, and abuse. Cassie described how Diddy exerted an intense level of control over her, dictating her career choices and personal life, isolating her from friends and family, and putting her in compromising situations. These were not merely baseless claims. Cassie provided specific accounts of Diddy's behavior, leaving little doubt about the gravity of the situation.
And a lot of the evidence, alleged evidence, that's been gathered in this case was from those 2 raids that were conducted on his personal homes in Miami and Los Angeles. And the indictment names the things seized that he allegedly made videos of these performances that have been named freak-offs.
Cassie's experience is far from isolated. Over the years, numerous women have stepped forward with similar allegations against Diddy, claiming he used his power to manipulate them. Some have accused him of coercing them into non-consensual situations, leveraging his wealth and influence to silence them. This troubling pattern indicates a deliberate strategy to exert control over those in his orbit, particularly women, by any means necessary. A chilling aspect of these accusations is the persistent theme of control. Time and again, individuals who have been close to Diddy describe how he isolates them, fosters dependence, and subsequently exploits that reliance. This behavior reflects not merely poor judgment, but rather a calculated approach to managing his relationships, ensuring he retains power and dominance over others.
That's of course. There's layers upon layers. When you get into these conspiracy theories, man, they never end. They never end. There's just layers upon layers upon layers.
It's not only women who have accused Diddy of crossing ethical boundaries. One of the more shocking allegations comes from Rodney Lil Rod Jones, a former member of Diddy's inner circle. Jones filed a lawsuit claiming Diddy engaged in illegal activities and manipulation behind the scenes. He alleged that Diddy organized events where attendees were pressured into participating in inappropriate activities and even suggested that Diddy utilized hidden cameras to capture compromising footage of celebrities and executives without their knowledge. According to Jones, these recordings were employed to blackmail or control these individuals, ensuring their silence and loyalty. These accusations depict a disturbing image of a man willing to go to extreme lengths to maintain his influence. Unlike other celebrities entangled in scandals due to poor judgment or isolated incidents, Diddy stands out for allegedly orchestrating a systematic exploitation strategy. This behavior suggests that he built an entire empire on the manipulation, control, and abuse of those around him, revealing a troubling pattern that appears to have recurred time and time again.
This is the end of the Diddy story as we know it.
Consider the 2016 incident involving a former associate of Diddy who accused him of violent behavior. Surveillance footage surfaced that showed Diddy physically attacking Cassie in a hotel hallway. Although Diddy later issued an apology for his actions, labeling them as inexcusable, it's difficult to overlook how this incident aligns with a larger pattern of aggressive and controlling behavior.
Combs is seen shoving, kicking, and dragging his then-girlfriend down the hallway. And now he's posted an apology on Instagram.
The attack on Cassie wasn't just a one-time incident. It fits into a larger narrative that has followed Diddy for years, with numerous individuals accusing him of using violence or intimidation to achieve his goals. Long-standing rumors also link Diddy to violent incidents in the music industry, including conspiracy theories connecting him to the deaths of Tupac Shakur and the Notorious Big. Although no concrete evidence ties him to these events, such speculation persists, fueled by his reputation for shady dealings. This ongoing association highlights the deep mistrust he has garnered within the industry. As more accusations emerge, it becomes clear that Diddy's behavior extends beyond mere control over those around him. It's about maintaining his dominance in a corrupt system. Katt Williams has suggested that Diddy is a pawn in a larger game. But what if he has actively participated in this game, using his influence not only to protect himself but also to assist others in preserving their power at the expense of those below them? The rumors surrounding Diddy's parties indicate these gatherings were not just social events for celebrities, but potentially designed to ensnare ambitious artists or newcomers seeking entry into the industry into compromising situations. Once there, these individuals were allegedly pressured or coerced into activities they were uncomfortable with, all while Diddy and others watched. If these claims are true, it suggests that Diddy has exploited his influence not only for personal gratification, but also to create an environment conducive to exploitation.
Problems that the defense has brought up originally, but it seems like, just from reading this 14-page indictment, that there's enough physical evidence to perhaps get a conviction in this case. We shall see. These are allegations.
These narratives create a troubling portrait of a man who has allegedly spent years concealing his actions behind a facade of fame and wealth, allowing him to engage in behavior that most would consider unforgivable. Alarmingly, it seems Diddy may not be alone in this. Katt Williams has frequently pointed out that he is linked to other powerful figures in Hollywood who have wielded their influence to perpetuate a system of control and exploitation. This framework has enabled individuals like Diddy to act with impunity for years, all while the public remained largely oblivious to the darker realities lurking behind the scenes.
This has to be a 100% culture shock. I can't imagine living a lifestyle of the incredibly rich and famous and then going into this very dark, impersonal, cold, austere facility.
Consider how often we've heard about high-profile individuals embroiled in scandals, only to see the stories fade away after a few months. It's almost as if there's an apparatus in place to shield these figures from facing real repercussions for their actions. Diddy's recent arrest might be the first instance of someone at his level truly ensnared in the justice system, but it's unlikely he's the only one who should be concerned. This leads us back to Katt Williams. While many have dismissed him as a comedian who stirs up drama, it's becoming increasingly difficult to overlook the fact that Katt has been vocal about this kind of behavior for years. He has consistently warned that Hollywood is rife with individuals who exploit their power to manipulate and control others. And now, with Diddy's downfall seemingly on the horizon, it appears Katt was right all along.
In 20 years, I've never been on a commercial audition in my life. Like, I never let my tour get sponsored when I was broke or now.
What makes Katt's claims even more convincing is his unwavering stance, even when facing significant backlash from those in the industry. As more details about Diddy's actions emerge, it becomes evident that Hollywood grapples with a far more significant issue than just one individual. Diddy's alleged misconduct reflects a broader culture that has flourished for decades, one where the powerful exploit the vulnerable without fear of consequences. While Diddy may be the one under scrutiny at the moment, his downfall could potentially spark a much larger reckoning throughout the entire industry.
Took Sean Diddy Combs into custody. He's seen in this video entering the Park Hyatt Hotel in Midtown Manhattan with others when agents from Homeland Security Investigations approach and separate him. They place Combs under arrest and lead him out the front door in handcuffs.
Some have drawn parallels between Diddy's situation and the fall of other influential figures in Hollywood, such as Harvey Weinstein. Just as Weinstein's arrest and subsequent conviction exposed a long-standing network of abuse within the industry, Diddy's arrest could signal the start of a similar unraveling. If the allegations against Diddy are substantiated, it would indicate that the culture of exploitation in Hollywood is far more pervasive than previously understood.
Why doesn't the government want him to turn himself in? Because then they can't ask for detention. So they go and they arrest him. They arrest a guy who came to New York to turn himself in.
This is where things become even more intriguing. If Diddy is just the tip of the iceberg, who else might be involved? Katt Williams has hinted at the presence of other significant figures in the industry who have been operating in the shadows, manipulating and controlling those around them. He has consistently suggested that Diddy's connections reach some of the most influential people in entertainment, and his downfall could potentially drag others down alongside him. If that's the case, Hollywood could be on the brink of a scandal unlike anything we've witnessed before. Of course, only time will reveal how this story unfolds, but one thing is evident. Diddy's current troubles reflect a much larger issue within Hollywood, a problem that has allowed figures like Diddy to operate without scrutiny for far too long. As the truth begins to surface, it's becoming increasingly difficult for those in power to keep their secrets concealed. So what does the future hold for Diddy and for Hollywood as a whole? Will he face accountability for his actions, or will the system that has shielded him for so long come to his rescue once again? More importantly, who else might be ensnared in the fallout? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Do you believe there's more to this story than meets the eye? Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.